the ball in the back.
Because it's
Roten kicks to
contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here.
It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Kicks it to Roten. The feed to Okafor. Here's Embiid.
That the ball inside. When you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Get 2 free check right there. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The 76ers, #1.
Kevin, these guys were the best at controlling the pace of their games with their defensive intensity. That's why they led the league in points allowed. They didn't have a run-and-gun game by any means. They understood the importance of controlling tempo so that they could be solid defensively.
Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And both free throws good from Gibson. The 76ers trail by 12. Roten with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Embiid kick us. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Aaron Brooks. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now the dish to Gibson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And Mirotic sends it back. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. And again, Chicago. No good. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Roten. Brooks covering, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year. They're only 72% from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Chicago making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And Gibson sends it back.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Some teams focus on getting in.
Come on, Mike.
You should send at least one guy after those.
The 76ers trail by 11. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. I asked him to sum up their season to this point, and he said there's definitely room for improvement, but there are a lot of positives they can draw from. He'd just like to see a little more consistency on a night-in, night-out basis. Wouldn't we all, Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. That one's good. Roten. 1:27 left to play here in the first. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 6 points for Freak.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And here is Roten. His last outing, he had 8 points. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Bulls.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Down low, here's Sampson.
Oh,
and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Second free throw, no good. The Bulls leading by 13. Gibson setting a pick for Brooks. Embiid with the steal.
Terrible pass, mate.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sampson kicks to Landry. The 9-foot shot cannot hit.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. Landry grabs the miss. 1 second left. Shot is no good. And as we conclude the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter. So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Blackhole's checked in for McDermott. And it's Brooks in for Rose. So for Chicago right now, Blackhole in at shooting guard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Brooks in at the point. The 76ers trail by 19. Grant outside. And it's Okafor off the drive, and that one's good. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter.
What the hell was that?
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise. I don't want to take shots.
Go.
And second chance point. And they were in the top half of the league in opponent field goal percentage as well.
And the hallmark for this team is that stifling defense. I mean, you mentioned that ranking. Lowest opponent's points per game. They just grind teams down and really just took the life out of them.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Bulls. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Here's Landry. And the shot is long.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
He's tightly guarded.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And the pass to Blackhole. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Carl Landry.
And taking a look now at stats for Dudley, how he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, he definitely liked to turn things around from last year. I mean, he really struggled, but hoping to make amends now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, this team really needs his full contribution, and I think he understands that. Been a solid outing for Blackhole. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Here's Sampson. And Gibson sends it back. They get it back. Gibson with the steal. 1:30 left in the first half of basketball. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Roten with it. Now defended by Blackhole. Grant kicks to Embiid and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for your 76ers.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
At the line for 2.
And Embiid drops them both. Chicago leading by 20. Mirotic the screen. To the inside. Blackhole. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Come on now, let's go.
Brooks has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Atlanta.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor.
A couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
6 to shoot. Grant kicks to Sampson. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Brooks outside.
Give it.
His first shot coming late. The rebound
You
by
wanker.
from deep, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Chicago delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Pau, tell us what have been the key aspects to how this team is playing so far through the first 2 quarters.
Well, just had to be aggressive from the beginning, take the shots that were there, move the ball, we're being unselfish. We were defending better in the first quarter, and we were able to knock down the shots.
Pau, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. That's one of the best halves of offensive basketball we could have asked for. Great movement, great passing, great everything. They've got no idea how to deal with us. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. Don't forget how dangerous this team is. No lead is safe against them. Let's not give them a chance to get back in it.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because in that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking on all cylinders.
The 76ers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Covington. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. On the clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Pau Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The 76ers have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Blackhole's checked in for McDermott. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wolves played a role for them. He ended with 14 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. A nice showing for him in what has been a rough start to the season for his team.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Trying his luck deep. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Okafor gets the bucket.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the
Come
inside.
on, what open?
And Philadelphia has possession. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Grant. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Carl Landry's checked in for Okafor. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Jared Dudley's checked in for Jimmy Butler. They set the pick. Brooks the pass to Blackhole. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 18 points for Freak.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Roten kicks to Sampson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Roten dishes to Landry. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Come on.
Philadelphia shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Dudley. To the paint. One-on-one fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
5 to shoot. Here's Roten, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And he makes the first. And Roten drops them both. Well, Chicago's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got 7 points.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Feeds it to Landry. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Brooks outside. Here's Blackhole. Back to Brooks. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the line for him here.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
And both free throws good for Brooks. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Full quarter.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Blackhole, he's in at shooting guard. Portis is out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Brooks, and it's Miles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
And it's Miles with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Blackhole passes to Portis. Brooks outside. There's the pick. Here's Blackhole.
Oh, come
and the
on.
Bulls get it back. Miles lays it up and banks it in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he sinks the second. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brooks. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Carl Landry.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but...
From the charity stripe, they've yet in the second.
Both good from the line that time. Philadelphia shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Now, here's Marshall. And he banks in the layup.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Portis. Here's Blackhole. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for the 76ers. Derrick Rose is checked in for Chicago.
What?
Here's Philadelphia. Marshall with it. Now guarded by Blackhole. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Here's Akedia.
76ers foul.
Mike Dunleavy, who's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Derrick Rose. 76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Stolen by Dudley. Tipped away.
Oh, no.
Now Grant. To the left wing. 13 feet away. That misses off the backboard.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here's Blackhole.
It's sticking too much.
Pass to Miles. Here's Dudley. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Jakar Sampson comes in for Roten. To the middle, here's Blackhole. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Aaron Brooks.
Brooks has got assist number 8 now on the night. Brooks covering. That's good.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Passes it to Blackhole. And
Oh, no.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Portis, he's checked in for Dunleavy.
Lineup for the Bulls. Bobby Portis.
Here's Blackhole. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Blackhole's got 18 points just in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Blackhole. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
That is good.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
The 15-footer, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tao, congratulations on the win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking over now.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. And we're on display.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it's the Orlando Magic as they'll be playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they've had some struggles so far in the early part of the season, but they've been modifying their approach and their game plan each time out. While they haven't seen the hard work pay off yet, this is a team that's vocalized their dedication to doing whatever it takes to continue to improve. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole. He has a lot of tools, and I think he can do this more often. But consistency is something that he needs to develop.
Hey, listen, after a performance like that, though, Ernie, the focus is now on him. So he has to read defenses a little bit better tonight if he wants to have that kind of performance again.
And we will wrap it up as we take you to courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Great look at the vibrant Millennium Park. Chicago sits in the background. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys...
Comes in for Pau Gasol. And Blackhole subbed in for McDermott. Orlando also making some changes. Hezonja, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Fournier comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Napier in for Payton. And so in the game for the Magic, Harris at the 4, Vucevic in the middle. Fournier out there with Napier. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. Number 1, the Bulls.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's Napier. The pass to Harris. The pick. Nate to Harris. 5 on the clock. Here's Hezonja. Offensive rebound. And it's Vucevic missing. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the 76ers.
Nearly flawless. offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
That's his first personal foul.
Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Channing Fries checked in for Orlando. The Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And Rose, no good on that one. The Magic trail by 8. Fournier dishes to Napier. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Bulls have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Blackhole. And it's off from three-point range. And Fournier kicks to Napier. Plenty of space. Lasagna's shot is off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. He remained upbeat about their performance this season, even though it hasn't put them with the elite teams in the NBA. He said, the effort's been there, we just haven't yet gotten the results we've been hoping for. Maybe we'll see the start of something tonight. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. First in blocks, second in fast break points. And they were ranked 3rd in getting on the glass. This is a glass-eating team. They take their rebounding seriously.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
He's off on the first. Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Bulls have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
The Bulls leading by 7. To the paint, here's Gibson.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Chicago's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 10 points a game last year, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at his skill set, and I think it's just a matter of time before he commands a bigger presence on this team.
Well, he has the tools. He just needs to sharpen them up, but to this point, it hasn't quite all come together for him.
Pass to Azania. Lets it go from deep. Shot's good. Azania's got his
him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Well, their pass it to Blackhole. Back to Butler. Here's Blackhole. Orlando grabs the miss. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Fournier, and again it's Orlando converting. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. Pass to Mirotic. The tray. The shot is off. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Fry. Hezonja comes in for Harris. Evan Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Payton. Blackhole, he's in at shooting guard. Mirotic out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Brooks. And it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? Yeah. Tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
Orlando moving the ball around. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points. You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Pass to Hezonja. The Magic again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Knocks it down in the bucket from Blackhole. Here's Napier. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He dropped a cool 33 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Dudley's shot is good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Magic trail by 6. The pass to Hezonja. Picked by Vucevic. Shoots off the screen. And that's collected by Blackhole.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And a miss there on the triple.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
The putback. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Brooks, here we go. Good. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. That's good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And that will fall. The 3-pointer on the line from Blackhole. Blackhole's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Napier kicks to Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Chicago. They're on a 15-5 run. Gibson setting the pick for Brooks. Mirotic has a wide open look. Another one falls for Chicago.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but You know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
The Bulls leading by 9.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Here's Napier. Here's Fournier from the baseline. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first. Second half beginning in just a moment.
We saw a strong quarter of play for Blackhole. He has 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
The Magic trail by 9. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Rose attacking. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
They're making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Iritic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Blackhole subbed in for McDermott. The Magic also changing it up. Channing Frye's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Gordon. And it's Napier in for Elfrid Payton. Good, nice play there from Napier.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Blackhole. 12 points for him. Gibson the screen. There's the pick. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Gibson with the screen on Harris. Mirotic the pass to Blackhole.
Oh, get in. Cheat.
I cannot understand why he keeps jacking up these threes. This is not what the fans came to see.
Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's 15 points for Freak.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jared Dudley's checked in for Chicago.
Jared Dudley.
Lets it go from 11, and it's good. 8 points for Victor Oladipo.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
The shot's good from Blackhole.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Oladipo goes in. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
Give it.
Gibson the screen.
Move the ball.
Brooks with no one around. Mirotic, a screen on Harris. And Brooks gets it to go.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Azania. He's guarded by Dudley. Here's Oladipo. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 10 points for Victor Oladipo. Chicago leading by 16. Pass to Blackhole. Bulls moving the ball.
There. What are you doing?
It's stolen.
Directional.
Oladipo against Dudley. Oladipo, the pass to Hazania. He kicks it to Harris. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Harris has got 6 points. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Feeds it to Dudley. Fires from 14, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Napier. Brooks covering. Harris outside. Harris setting the pick for Oladipo. Rebound by the Bulls. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dudley dishes to Brooks. From deep. Can't hit. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 16. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 16-point lead. Rose.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Oh, that's great.
So it's Chicago now.
It's a generous coach.
Passes it to Blackhole.
Oh, come on.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Here's Blackhole, guarded by Oladipo. And Gibson kicks to Dudley. Dishes it to Brooks. And there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, piss off. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Payton passes to Fry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
4th team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Channing Fry. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
free throw, good from Fry. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Way to play.
And time now.
Hey.
Gentlemen, I'm here with Pau Gasol. And Pau, what's the mentality that you bring into a game to allow you...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating an opportunity.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments, missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Look, if you want to talk about my business dealings, you have to get in touch with my agent, Don Pagnati. But you know what? Let me save you the time because here's what he'll say. No comment. It's silly to comment on stuff like that has no bearing on anything else. So please, let's keep questions on the subject of basketball and basketball only. Thank you.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, they'd like to play well to start this season's series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about. But I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The history between these two teams goes back more than a few years, and tonight the rivalry is renewed as the Detroit... Pistons trail by 7. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Jennings kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Blackhole. A 17-point game for him in the win against Orlando. High arcing shot, and there's Rose on the assist by Gasol. 7 points for Derrick Rose. Jennings kicks to Morris. They set the screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago leading by 9. Here's Blackhole. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. Tries from 10. Chicago grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Jennings kicks to Caldwell Pope, misses in close.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Rose against Morris. Here's Blackhole.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Caldwell Pope. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really not having any success.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Iritic comes in for Doug McDermott.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Throw it down inside.
One of the things that's made this team so effective is their ability to get takeaways. And they're all takeaways. That's one of the reasons they're amongst the league leaders in steals.
The shot. No good off the front iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Rose kicks to Gibson. The pass to Blackhole. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Rose passes to Blackhole. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Freak.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense and their defense. I mean, it's all been good. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Chicago making some changes. Dudley comes in for Pau Gasol. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Pistons. Passes it to Blackhole. Fires at the elbow. Here's Gibson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And stolen by Mirotic. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. And he gets it to go. Blackhole's got 8. Pistons trail by 16. Outside Jennings. Inside, Baines pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded closely. Baines dishes to Caldwell Pope. The feed to Jennings. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Again, the Pistons score.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Caldwell Pope. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Marjanovic, covered by Mirotic. Stolen by Dudley. Brooks against Jennings. And here's Dudley for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Dudley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Brooks covering. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
Yeah. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Blackhole. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The drive by Jennings. Feeds to Meeks.
Hello.
Nails the wide open jump shot. Meeks got his first 2 points.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jump.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Bulls.
Buzzer better or what? Huh?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second. Almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Doug McDermott. Blackhole's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. Detroit also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Drummond. Contavious Caldwell Pope comes in for Morris. And it's Jennings in for Jody Meeks. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Caldwell Pope out there with Ilyasova. And it's Leonard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He dropped in 17 points and collected 6 huge rebounds to go with that. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see he does. How it goes off.
Very, very strong team.
Here we go. Things are going out east in the early season. Now in the early going. And checking out Detroit, a game and a half out.
And for Chicago, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
And it's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Dudley against Jennings. Jackson kicks to Jennings. There's the screen. Here's Marjanovic. The rebound by Blackhole. Blackhole's got his third rebound tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. The three-pointer off the mark.
2 minutes.
Chicago leading by 13. Here's Blackhole. And the three off target. Gibson dishes to Mirotic. That's good.
Really, the defense has helped us to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Leonard.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Kicks it to Jackson. There's the pick. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
You look at them and what they're trying to do on offense, and I like it. I really do. I like the way they're using the entire court. They're spreading themselves out, and when you spread yourself out and make the extra pass, it gives you a chance to get good looks from behind the three-point line, and they're draining their chances.
Stripped away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Dudley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
It's still early on, Kevin, in this new basketball season for Chicago. Here's where they stand in the NBA rankings. First in lowest turnovers a game. First in points off fast breaks. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked 2nd in the league.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 5. Here's Baines. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. And you look at Jackson. 3rd in assists and a great leader.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
.27 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
That's good. 20 points for Freak. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside Jennings. From the top of the key. And the first half is...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Don't let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount. Some changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Blackhole subbed in for McDermott. Then for the Pistons, Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Caldwell Pope comes in for Morris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Brandon Jennings. Blackhole, he's in at shooting guard. Mirotic out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Meeks. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Blackhole on his 15th shot attempt. He makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
And stolen by Mirotic. In transition, here come the Bulls. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Rose. Here's Drummond. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Blackhole. Pistons trail by 15. There's a screen. Dishes it to Baines. Right wing. Here's the 3. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Butler goes in. Butler on the way. And they double up Butler. Unloads from 13. That's good. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot. A moment here to check out some of the stats for Butler. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Bulls. That's good. 26 points for Freak.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
They set the pick. Jackson drives in. Meeks passes to Jackson. Here's Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 17. Pass to Blackhole. Lots of room. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And they double up Jackson.
Oh, kidding me.
Fires from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Freak.
Oh my.
That free throw missing.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 18. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. That's good from Jackson. Chicago making some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for Gasol. Blackhole comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And then for Detroit, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Morris comes in for Meeks. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. On the floor for Detroit, Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Ilyasova out there with Marcus Morris.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Well, pal.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, getting up over the 30-point barrier is never easy under any circumstances. He tore holes in the defense. They couldn't figure out what to do with it. Every play they ran for him, he executed it nearly perfectly.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Some minutes.
When did you know it was going to be one of those nights on the offensive end for you?
After I saw a few shots go down, it was pretty clear I was in a good rhythm. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. Next.
Critics might say you were just chasing numbers in a game tonight that was clearly in hand. Agree or disagree?
You know I don't agree with that. I'm going to play hard whenever coach puts me out there. And that's all there is to it. It's not about numbers or anything else. It's about the win and the fact that I give 100% on the court no matter the score or the opponent. Look, that's just how I'm wired.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Sacramento, where the Kings will be going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, it's been sort of a middle-of-the-road start to the season for them as they sit at 5-5 through 10 games. We'll see what side of 500 they wind up on after tonight. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named two, Kenny? We're going to take it to 5. I'm going to give you 3 more. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Tough as nails with a growing
I
offensive
like him.
game. My homeboy down in Orlando, Victor Oladipo.
Ooh, already?
Defense and athleticism, yes, already. And at the last spot, Andrew Wiggins, young fella.
At power forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to Phoenix.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's McDermott in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Outside Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. That's good from Noah on the assist by McDermott. Noah's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Collison. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix.
And also give him credit.
New group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. Blackhole's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Brooks the pass to Blackhole. Can't make good off the pick. The Kings trail by 3. There's a good screen. Gay right side. To the inside. Kufus. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Second, Jimmy Butler.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Passes it to Blackhole.
Come on.
The Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Over to the left wing. With his first shot attempt, Rondo's shot is good. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 1. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Pass to Blackhole. Trying to find Mirotic, gets it to him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Rondo kicks to Collison. Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. And Gibson sends it back. And they get it back. Collison against Brooks. Here's Blackhole. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And the wide open shot from Collison. Collison with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Blackhole. He's covered by Collison. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Rondo. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
McAdoo is checked in for Cauley Stein. Clock at 6. Here is Caspi. He's guarded by Dudley. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Blackhole. Drains it from beyond the arc. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. From downtown. And the second quarter getting underway. No TV. Some changes for Sacramento. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Wallace comes in for James Michael McAdoo. And it's Caspi in for Rajon Rondo. The Bulls also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Blackhole subbed in for Doug McDermott. Collison is out there with Caspi. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Gay in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Rose. A 20-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He had 27 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step. And Freak is well known to be a workout Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise. Let's take a look here at the Kings and how they're stacking up as this season ramps up right now. Second in second chance points, third in fast break points, and they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And their gift for offensive rebounding definitely evident in all those second chance points. The two go hand in hand. Make no mistake, if you don't box out, you're going to pay.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Koufos comes in for Wallace. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Rudy Gay.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
They set the pick. And Brooks, here we go. Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Gibson. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Butler. Now here's Collison. Not a lot of room. Here's Koufos. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Outside Collison. Inside. Koufos kicks to Caspi. At the top of the key, Rondo. The pass to Collison. Cuts off the pass. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You really got to like how they're getting the ball inside this quarter. They didn't have as much success early in the game, but now they're showing the determination it takes to score the ball inside. You've got to be intentional about that, and they are.
Out to the right wing. Outside Collison. Now the dish to Koufos. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 7 points in the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Passes it to Blackhole. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. Fifth best, the Kings.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the... free throw line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
But they'll get another chance. And too long on the shot. Now here's Brooks. Floats one up. Dudley's shot is good. And now an 8-point Chicago lead. And we've finished one half of basketball.
Hey, guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Such a big part of the first half was the scoring punch we got off the bench. That gave us a whole other element that they just didn't have the ability to deal with. I'll say this for us, though.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One guy who's getting it done is Ty. Chicago making some changes. Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah. And Blackhole sub in for Doug McDermott. So for Chicago right now, Blackhole,
come on.
he's in at shooting guard. Taj Gibson is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the one spot. Caspi dishes to Gay. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Taj Gibson picks one up. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein, and it's Collison in for Rudy Gay. Bulls have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Mirotic is checked, trail by 9. Chicago with the rebound. Blackhole's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And again, Chicago, no good. The drive by Collison. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. From deep. And the shot is good. Blackhole's got 7 points in the game. King shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. A drive by Collison inside. Here's Kufis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Blackhole's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lets it fly. Out to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. No luck. And the Kings going the other way now. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Collison, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Wallace is checked in for the Kings. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Bulls. The Kings trail by 10. There's a good screen. Now the feed to Caspi. Kicks to Kufis. Shot clock at 6.
3 in the Kings.
And Gibson over to help from 18 feet away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Brooks. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Blackhole. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for Sacramento, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Outside Rondo. Wallace with a screen for Rondo. 6 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Brooks. Now the pass to Blackhole.
Oh,
3 pointers off the mark.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Rondo kicks to Caspi. Collison for 3. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Puts it up from 7. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. Now here's Collison. Tight defense on him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Kings have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripes tonight. And he can't hit the second. Rose with the ball. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final. And some changes here for the Kings. Cauley Stein comes in for Darren Collison. Kufis subbed in for Rudy Gay. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Blackhole comes in for Jimmy Butler. Cauley Stein is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kufis. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series,
Oh,
and
no.
they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Jimmy Butler. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Shoots. The shot by Dawkins is no good. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Blackhole. Over in the corner, Dudley. Pass to Blackhole. And taken away by Wallace. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dawkins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Didn't even throw it in. What fucking shit.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Hey, boy, way to play. Hey.
Well, a solid team.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
He came off the bench and torched him tonight. That's my torch sound, Ernie. I know it don't sound like a torch, but I know you feel the heat. I don't think the plan was for him to play as big as he did tonight. But once this kid hit the floor, it didn't take long for him to take over.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they've gone 4-1 over the last 5, playing pretty well, and they're looking to build on that tonight. And tonight we'll be watching Steph Curry. Known for his offensive firepower, but he's made major strides in all areas since coming into this league, Shaq.
Yeah, he didn't have great handles when he entered. Now one of the top 2 dribblers in the league.
Yeah, I agree. You know what the funny thing is?
What?
He used to be the guy they sat on the bench in fourth quarters when he first got there. Now he's the clutch guy in the NBA, and his turnover to assist ratio thing has gone down tremendously.
Who does he remind you of, let's say in the last 15 years in the league? Who does Steph Curry remind you?
He's a taller version for me of Mahmoud Abdul.
Oh, you stole my name. I was getting ready to say Chris Jackson.
Do you see some Steve Nash in there, too?
No. No, not Nash, because Nash was pass first. You know, he was definitely pass first his whole career. I think scoring became better for Nash.
But Nash could shoot 3, and Nash, I see Steph do what Nash does a lot, just in probing defenses and being able to weave his way
Nash
through the paint.
Nash was an explosive scorer. He was an explosive passer. Steph Curry's an explosive scorer.
That's close, Ernie, but no cigar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't light it. You know what I like to say about Steph Curry, don't you? He makes it look effortless. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yo, Freak, what's up? What's up, man? Good to see you. How's the family? CC good? Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time. For sure. Got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man. Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right? Not a chance, Freak.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Well, it was Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. And they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they... Mirotic is checked in for Noah. And Blackhole subbed in for Jared Dudley. So for Chicago right now, Blackhole in at shooting guard. Mirotic out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Derrick Rose. He's around 14 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Thompson with the bucket.
Thompson.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Blackhole passes to Gibson. Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Here's Blackhole. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's still early on, Kevin, in this new basketball season for Chicago. Here's where they stand in the NBA ranking. First in lowest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers.
Come on, that was close.
In our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And not sure what he was thinking there. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Thompson with the bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Gibson the screen. Now the pass to Blackhole. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bulls have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. The Warriors trail. Clark gets to Ezeli. Thompson inside the line. Mirotic grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The dish to McDermott. The three-pointer is right on target.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Clark, the pass to Ezeli. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. Second, the Warriors.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
That shot wide open.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Clark. Feeds to Ezeli. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Passes it to Blackhole. He feeds it to Mirotic. To the paint. Here's Blackhole. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Thompson outside. To halt the run, and it's off the back rim, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Double. Ah.
And the layup falls. Thompson's got 6 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
For the 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the... And we've seen some big scoring numbers of late from Freak. We heard from perimeter defensive ace.
He's going to make some shots. I was looking at his last couple games, and when guys get up those many attempts and they get to the foul line, they're going to score. So we can't let that, affect the way we play our game. And the main thing is just getting the win.
Agree, but don't you have to let that affect your game a little bit, Greg? I mean, don't you have to plan for those shots and try not to let Freak get to the free throw line as often as he does, and as part of your plan?
You know, Kevin, easier said than done. What's that great expression? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Right. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, Blackhole, he's in at shooting guard. Jared Dudley out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Noah. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball.
Jesus Christ. Bloody shit as hell.
He finished with 15 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game.
Oh,
I'm inclined to agree with him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any.
Yeah.
Chicago with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
That drops. And 12 points for Steph Curry.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
McDermott kicks to Mirotic. Again, Chicago.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
There's a screen. And Rush kicks to Azili. The 8-footer. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Good, and Curry gets the assist. The Bulls leading by 5. Now the pass to Blackhole.
Oh, come on. It's wide open.
Azili's got 5 rebounds tonight. Curry attacking. Azili the pass to Bilal. And Rush kicks to Azili. He dishes it to Clark. Here's Rush. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. No good from Clark.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Warriors trail by 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. $16 seconds left to play here in the half. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. Here's Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good from Gibson. And the first half is now in the books.
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry.
And now the third quarter about to get going. One guy, some changes here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. Then for the Bulls, Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. And Blackhole subbed in for Jared Dudley. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Azili is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Clark in at the point. That's the Warriors 5.
It looks like they left a defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Bulls.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line. Here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Clark. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
Oh, no.
Can't cash in from close range. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. To the inside.
Oh, no.
Who's averaging 7.5 points a game. Azili kicks to Clark. Golden State moving the ball around. Dishes to Thompson. Shot from 16, and he nails the jumper. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Over to the wing. Noah the screen. To the middle. Blackhole passes to McDermott. And that one's on target from the wing. McDermott's got 5 now. Warriors leading by 3. Clark kicks to Green. It's Thompson off the drive. It's blocked. They recover it. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here. The Warriors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Well, Festus Azili in this one, he has 9 rebounds and 1 steal as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity too that he brings to the court.
Shot off the screen, and that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Joakim Noah. He's averaging 7 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
No good from Blackhole. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Clark. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Azili. And he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch. Clark. Just more of the same.
And here we go. Here's Clark. And he lays it straight in. Clark's got his first points of the night.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
No good for Blackhole.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
24 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
The feed to Rush. There's the triple. No good. Now welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Warriors making a switch here. Azili's checked in. Then for the Bulls, Joakim Noah's checked in for Mirotic, and Blackhole subbed in for Jimmy Butler. So the Bulls 5 right now. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is out there with Blackhole, and it's Dudley in at the small forward. Thompson dishes to Curry. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Warriors lead it. He kicks it to Green.
What?
Thompson for the triple. There's the bucket.
Oh, it's straight fucking through me.
Thompson's got 10 points in the quarter.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Pass to Blackhole. There's the dish to Gibson.
Oh,
it's
shit.
stolen by Green. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That free throw, no good.
At the line, Draymond Green. 2.
He hits the second from the line.
What? Oh, come on. Yeah, demon.
Bulls trail by 5. At the elbow, it's Noah. Feeds it to Rose. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls.
Oh,
it's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. The drive by Thompson. Shot from the low block. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Rose gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Blackhole.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball. Taking
What
inside.
he's doing?
Excellent feed
Man
from
up.
Steph Curry.
Bulls trail by 7. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. No good from Gibson.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Azili, and nothing but hair on that one.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Now here's Thompson. He's guarded closer. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on 3.
Come on.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down. It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Oh, get in. Oh,
and not a good
you
shot for him.
prick.
They can get better looks than that. And they go to the intentional foul. Gets the first, that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point
What do I
game.
have to throw it in for?
So it's Chicago now.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
Oh, you
And
sure?
you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And so Thompson nails both of them.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Spread the floor and let's get to the rim. Attack immediately. We're going to extend this game by fouling, so we have plenty of time, fellas. Get the rush.
Brooks, the pass to Blackhole. Launches a 3. Brooks misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Klay Thompson. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight?
Klay Thompson is everything you want in a swingman. Long and athletic, a staunch defender, and a terrific passer. But let's not forget what makes him truly special, that silky smooth jump shot. Thompson is pure, fellas, and he can light it up.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. We're going to be watching Joakim Noah in this one, former Defensive Player of the Year. What he gives this team goes far beyond what you see in the stat sheet, though. And Shaq, you used to go surfing with him in Hawaii.
Surfing?
Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yeah, we had to stop because, you know, he's a wild child. I'm out there one day. He's behind me. I fall off. When I come up, his surfboard hits me in the head. I got a gash on my head. So no more surfing with me.
Oh, that's where that gash came from?
Yeah.
What?
A deep blue twilight over Temple Square and the downtown high-rises of Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it. Jeff Withey comes in for Gobert, and it's Exum in for Burks. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Blackhole comes in for Jared Dudley. Taking a look at the Bulls. Blackhole, he's in at shooting guard. Mirotic out there with Noah. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Bulls. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And looking at Chicago, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Well, at least they haven't self-destructed. I mean, they're right there with all the other teams in the thick of the early playoff chase.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. Just seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
Here's Burke, pass to Withey. Baseline try. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly. That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
McLemore's checked in for the Jazz. Then for the Bulls, John Henson comes in for Joakim Noah. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Up top, Favors, covered by Mirotic. Pocket 2. Baseline jumper. Chicago grabs the miss. Brooks with it. Here's Blackhole. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trail by 7. Out left of the wing. Here's Hood. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Butler. No good.
Hey, Butler,
so
hold the
Utah
ball.
will take it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
Here's Blackhole.
Get in.
Off the mark.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Exum kicks to Favors. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Hood. The Bulls leading by 5. To the middle. And slam dunk by Henson.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nato, Brooks covering, clock at 4. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Lyles no good. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closer. Here's Blackhole.
Oh,
No
get
good from
in,
outside. Got the
please.
defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
To the left wing. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he's well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
It's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long way in this league using that method.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Lyles out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors was just phenomenal. He had 18 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor.
Bullshit.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Burke with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Burke, the pass to Lyles. From 11 feet away, lands soft on the
come on.
And drops. Lyles got his first basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, I would say
Utah ends up going with the new group. The Bulls leading by 5.
I want to skip the cinematics.
The pass to Blackhole. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
So far in the game for Blackhole, he's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Both free throws good from Blackhole. 1:25 left to play here in the half. There's the dish to Withy. A 10-footer
Dude,
fight.
look at him,
They
man.
were shooting well early. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to them.
No good from Blackhole.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
McLemore, no good. The Bulls leading by 5. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. Dunleavy the best of Blackhole. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
McLemore dishes to Hood. 6 to shoot. Here's Wiles. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Blackhole, guarded by McLemore. That one goes. Count it.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Nato. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we conclude.
Kevin, I have Derek.
The second half just about to get going here. Freak. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. John Henson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. Blackhole's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Taking a look at the Bulls. Blackhole in at shooting guard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic. Then it's John Henson. And it's Brooks in at the point guard position. Nato. The offensive rebound. Pass to Wiles. He dishes it to Exum. Out to the wing. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. In the third spot, Ben McLemore.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think even if they get whistled for a fair number of charge calls because of that aggressive mindset, it's worth it when you're an elite free throw shooter, and these guys are.
I'm not going too well with the flip.
I think you've always got to be aggressive. Been trying to get yourself to the foul line.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Nato, Brooks covering. Here's Wiles. And the shot falls short this time.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
It's Chicago with another bucket. Jazz trail by 14. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time. Wiles got 6. Chicago's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Blackhole. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Jimmy Butler. averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in. Both free throws good from Blackhole. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's the screen. Nato. Brooks covering to the right side. Shot clock at 6. Sends it back. Pass to Blackhole. He tries for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And there's the pass to Lyles. And McLemore kicks to win. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Utah, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Burks, he's checked in for Utah. He hits both from the stripe. Here is Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hansen sets a screen for Mirotic. Brooks with no one around. They get the rebound. Kicks it to Dunleavy. Dishes it to Mirotic.
Oh, come on, man.
Exum. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your jazz.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Jazz trail by 15, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Hood in at the 3 spot. Feeds it to Dudley. And it's Rose penetrating. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And stolen by Hood. And here we go. Burks got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good. Burks has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Utah. The Bulls leading by 13. Passes to Blackhole. Unloads from 13. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the feed to Burks. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burks got his 8th assist in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Rose attacking.
It's sticking too much.
Shoots. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Burke kicks to Favors. He feeds it to Burks. Gobert with a screen for Burks. Got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock for 3. And that is good.
Thought we had the ball.
Burks has got 9 points here in the second half.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here's Burke, who's covered by Rose. Favors with a screen on Rose. Burke, the pass to Hood. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
On.
The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
Jazz trail by 19. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Jazz, Trey Lyles. Rodney Hood.
Here's Hood.
Raul Neto.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Lyles passes to McLemore. Another miss by Utah.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Blackhole passes to Mirotic. Here's Blackhole, just 4 to shoot. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be... considered a statement win for the Bulls.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And now, for the year, this is going to take a
game of the season series. See twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jimmy Butler. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the foul called on Freak. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
That one is no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
Well,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as Jimmy Butler. He delivered quite a star performance. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Try to get some sleep. Catch you later. Get on to Wolfpack XXIII on YouTube and watch some old live broadcast feeds. Also the website's wolfpackxxii.com. See you later.